Not like he's Bob Seger.
Also known as Jimmy the Hat. Where's it on the hat? Hell yeah. That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Of course, man.
That was fun. Actually, just bought an amp from Luis.
Oh, yeah, you bought it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bought your amp back.
That's the worst decision I ever made was to sell you that
Yeah,
amp.
you told me that, man. That's why I had to sell it back to you. I felt bad ever since you said that.
You even put
Stupidest decision I ever made.
cool tubes in it. I thought it sounded great when I had it, but then you had it, put the nice tube in it, and it
Mesa,
sounded
man. Mesa Boogie.
amazing.
Boom, boom, boom.
Amazing. Did you ever do any recording with it? I'm sure there's some live videos.
Yeah, live videos. But
Oh no, it was
for our album, I still had that little Bulgaria.
that Bulgaria I mic'd in there.
Did you play it for your Cruise Control Christmas that one time?
I think so. Yeah, that was like one of the very first shows.
Didn't you use your Line 6?
I used my Line 6 that day.
Oh yeah, everybody make sure you check out that video. What's that song called again?
Sarajevo.
Christmas Eve in
Sarajevo.
Sarajevo?
What's the orchestra again?
Trans-Siberian.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, go
Yeah.
check it out. We nailed that shit. Not perfect, but we got through that. That was tight.
That was a good time.
You ripped on her, man. That was really fun. It's always fun having you jam with us.
Nate Davis on the lights.
Oh yeah.
And
Nate Davis, wherever you are, I love you.
yeah, he's killing it.
Pretty sure he's in like fucking
Purchases on Facebook.
Louisiana or some shit.
He's
Yeah.
back now, I think.
You should have him on.
I don't know.
I definitely
But he
will.
was.
when he
Yeah.
plays. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sure he's got some.
In his
stories.
van. Just interview him in his van.
Oh, that'd be tight.
On the road. You could have him call in like a guest.
Yeah, how much you gotta pay for that add-on? We should do that.
I know, right? Figure that out somehow.
Probably not much. You probably just do it, right? I don't know.
You just hold your phone up to the thing.
Premium account.
Maybe I could like connect my phone to like the board, just have it straight in
I guess technically you could though, dude.
Skype him.
You
there.
could.
Yeah, I Skype him too. That'd probably help. That'd probably work too. Just computerized.
I mean, I'm sure he's here.
We
We could just get him here.
Who knows?
Depends on the
wherever he
week.
is. So how long have you been playing guitar?
I got my first electric guitar, I believe, when I was in 4th grade. So pretty young, honestly.
4th grade.
And I played the acoustic guitar before that. It was all I ever did. It's hard for me to get anything else done as a kid.
Yeah.
And
Did you? All right. So like, I had a guitar in like 6th grade too, but I would always think around it, and I never had it in tune or anything. So it's like I was never actually practicing.
I
Do
feel
you have
that.
yours in tune and everything?
The guitar that I started out on would not stay in tune.
Yeah.
It was an amp guitar combo that came for less than $100 for the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
And so it was like, it also came with like a little guidebook and like 3 picks and fucking an extra set of strings.
Perfect little
Strap.
Yeah. It's like the
Nice.
thinnest little, like, you could probably just pull the ends off the strap with your, it's like, if you really tried, like, it would just come off. But, yeah, and that amp had, it was solid state, is Behringer, actually, which is the same brand as our little headphone amp that we're using here.
Mm-hmm.
Same little
So that was
triangle.
your guitar too then? Behringer?
It's Germans.
Nice, nice.
Germans.
Yeah.
I think I heard that they were owned by the
German engineer.
same people that own Boss now or something.
I think so, right? I think so.
Why?
I could be wrong.
He's a German.
What'd you say?
Boss owns Behringer now?
Or whoever owns. Doesn't Roland own Boss?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Roland owns Behringer.
As
I
well.
think that's what it is.
That's been going on a lot, you know, like these bigger companies just buying these smaller ones.
There's some big companies. I heard, what's the name? Altria. It's a huge company right now, I think. I don't know. I just
I don't know.
heard about it. I think that's who bought Jimmy John's shares.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't know how.
That's the people making all these changes.
You're definitely gonna get fired now.
You're not supposed to say that.
Why wouldn't I? I don't even work at Jimmy. I'm Jimmy the Hat. You've got to know.
Yeah, you're right. Don't get it twisted. That's sweet, man.
I'm just a delivery driver. My name is Chance.
Like, that's what I would say. That's what I
That's awesome.
I'm not Chance.
So you started 4th grade. Did you play in high school and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
When I got to middle school, I had a little bit of a rough time socializing during that first couple weeks of school, and I was like, I literally don't know anyone that I see in front of me. Like, I went from a country school with 2 other 5th graders.
What?
2 of us, and
Wow.
one of them went to Overton, and the other one went to Lexington. And so when it came time for 6th grade public school, like, I got there and I saw like so many faces, and
Yeah. From 2 different classmates?
and there was just one face that I had recognized, or maybe 2 or 3, like, just from different situations around town, but I'd never fucking had to hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
Were there any Mexicans there? There was, I bet. Yeah.
You know what? I would say that there probably were. Yeah, there was
Young Mexican.
yeah,
Yeah,
at
you
least
know.
60% of my
You know.
classmates were not Caucasian.
You were gonna say Mexican.
I think there's only. And so, I mean, like, I didn't understand how to socialize with such a big group, you know. Like, I was all about the small groups and stuff, and it gave me serious anxiety, and I was like, well, this is lame, and I wanted to change classes, and the only class that I could switch was my activity period class, and they had 6th grade band during activity period class. And I was able to talk to my counselor and switch to band class. And I started out on the trombone, and I'm actually allergic to nickel, and so I can put my mouth on the brass mouthpiece because I would break out on my lip, and I can't wear watches and stuff because I get.
What about guitar strings?
They have nickel in them. My fingertips seem to be immune
Yeah,
to the.
you're calloused.
Damn.
Maybe there's like
Whoa,
thin
I
in it.
didn't think about
You
that.
might be like a,
I
what
don't
is
know.
it, like a vampire?
Yeah, 'cause
Isn't it like a
it's-
vampire? Can they not fuck with nickel or something?
That's garlic, dude.
What about werewolves? That's silver, huh? Maybe you're a hybrid.
Silver bullet.
You're a hybrid of the
You'd
two.
have to shoot me with a nickel bullet, which I'm pretty sure would just like turn into jelly when the hammer of the gun struck it, and so it, I don't think
Dude, nice
I-
try.
Well, you're not listening, sis. Don't. Why don't you believe?
I don't know that. Maybe nickel's harder than that, but
You can just put it in the tip,
I've never heard of a nickel
Just the
bullet
tip.
before. So
You're
dude.
talking about like a bullet
That's true.
killing
You
you.
That's true. Yeah, I
But
guess
the
it
case could be faster than just a
any
nip
bullet
tip,
would do,
right?
really.
Don't
understand.
It's
Yeah.
not just a nickel bullet probably would do the job, you know.
What else did you play in high school? Did you only play trombone or
After I got
drums?
Yeah,
Through
you probably didn't stick with that, right?
the trombone, I
That's a
briefly considered
lame-ass
the flute
instrument.
because my mom had a flute, and then I was like, no, I'm not.
That's way gay.
I'm way too
Ah,
tall to be a
lamer.
flautist.
Sorry.
And so then I wanted to play the tuba, and I was like, well, fuck that. I'm just gonna fucking get a brass again because it's a brass instrument.
Get a
So-
rash.
So I
Get a
went
brash.
to. My sister played the tenor saxophone, and I just busted that out one time. And she was not home, and I played it, and it was. I mean, I could play like really loud on the low notes. It was like, and I really liked that sound.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, I'll play the tenor sax in the marching band.
Oh, yeah.
And then did jazz band for about a year and a half, or maybe about, I can't remember if it was a year and a half or about half a year on the saxophone, did jazz band. And then I saw that on one of the scores it said guitar, and I was like, what? You can play guitar in this band? And so I asked the director,
What?
and he said, you play guitar? And so then I played my piece of shit guitar in the fucking jazz band for about one rehearsal, and he was like, you need to tune that thing. And I tuned it, and then I played, and he was like, that guitar sounds absolutely terrible. And he let me borrow the school's
After you tuned
fucking
it.
like 1993 American Strat, which was really cool.
Nice.
That was
Oh, cool. Yeah.
that was a good deal. And they had a Fender twin reverb, really loud, terrible distortion.
Terrible.
The worst, like I would never use the distortion on that amp. And if you played a distortion pedal into it, it sounded like ass. It was meant for clean tones only, and I played that in the not the marching band, the pep band as well as the jazz band. So I had to learn, like I didn't know what seventh chord meant. I thought you played the chord at the seventh fret is what that meant. That's not what it meant. And I believed that for the better part of probably a year, and then I started to learn more about what chords actually were.
Yeah.
And I still didn't really understand chords until I had to learn a bunch of them when I went to college and was taught by Greg Sales.
Oh, yeah.
He just basically gave you an encyclopedia of chords and had you memorize them pretty methodically. It was like you learn the roots for all these chords, or you learn a version of the chord with a root on every string. You know what I mean? So you learn like a root 6, a root 5, a root 4, a root 3, 2, and 1. And you learned about, like, I think it was like 16 different kinds of chords, whether it be like augmented or diminished or like, you know, major or minor, or, you know, just all kinds of different chords. And that really blew my mind, having to learn all that stuff. Like, that was like,
Helps you work
As a legend.
that was,
Was your
I
was
couldn't
your
understand
audition
that.
as terrifying as mine was? Because I did a little brief, like, you know, like trying to get trying to switch over to be guitar primary. You like had to test me and stuff, and that was one of the scariest moments of my life. It was because I was the same way. Like I didn't know a lot of chords or anything. He was
Right.
like, read this right here. And I was
Who
like,
knows that stuff before you have to learn it?
yeah, I had
That's
no idea.
craziest,
I
like,
just
thing
felt
to
so
expect a
bad.
person.
Is he ever coming to you play? No?
No.
You should invite him. I don't know if he like tried to or not. But.
I gave up on college, and it wasn't like we parted ways on very good terms. I think he was happy to see me go. He was like, not necessarily happy to see me
Yeah.
go, but probably relieved that I was, you know,
And
Just
it's
one
like
less,
not wasting
one less
time.
problem.
Different times.
I was just,
Yeah.
you know, I was leading a pretty bad life at that time.
That's-
It wasn't a very great thing, so I had to, you know, kind of reset.
Mainly though, that guy doesn't mess around.
Yeah, that guy's,
He doesn't have time for his.
what did Riley Volkmer called him? Ferocious.
That's pretty accurate.
If you're
It's like when
listening,
he's playing
Greg.
guitar, right? He looks ferocious when he's just shredding up there.
Riley's a guitar player that made it through his program. And let me tell you, it's the real deal.
Survived.
I can still play one tune that he made us learn.
Here we go. 1 second.
Oh, nice. Can I take my headphones?